How many people do you estimate died here?
We're possibly into thousands. Possibly into thousands.
Did we just hear you? Oh shit. Did you live in this vault at some point? Holy shit! This place is wild.
What the hell was that?
Beneath the historic city of Edinburgh, underneath the South Bridge, lies one of the most terrifying places I have ever been and investigated. This is the Edinburgh Vaults. The Edinburgh Vaults have a history of darkness, desperation, and death. What started as storage cellars turned into something much darker, a hiding place for crime, suffering, and according to many, paranormal. Tonight, we're heading into the depths of the vaults, but before we do that, let me take you back to where it all began. The Edinburgh Vaults, also known as the South Bridge Vaults, were constructed in the late 18th century. When South Bridge was completed in 1788, the arches beneath were sealed off and repurposed. Some vaults were used by tradesmen for storage or workshops, but due to poor ventilation and flooding from the porous sandstone, the conditions quickly became uninhabitable. By the early 1800s, these vaults were abandoned by businesses, and that's when things got dark. With no official oversight, the vaults became a refuge for Edinburgh's poorest residents. Families lived in a pitch-black chamber with no clean water, no sanitation, and no hope. The underground city turned into a den for illegal gambling, prostitution, and reports of even more sinister crimes. There are stories of serial killers like Burke and Hare, body snatchers who sold corpses to medical schools, possibly using the vaults to hide their victims. And while there's no hard proof they operated there, the atmosphere inside tells you something evil was definitely left behind. Reports of shadow figures, disembodied voices, sudden temperature drops, and even physical scratches are common here. Some tour guides refuse to go into certain chambers alone. This isn't just some urban legend, this place is alive with energy. And tonight, we're gonna try and find out why.
This is a very unorthodox video because we're having to do this very quickly. We've only got an hour in here alone.
Yeah.
But we are here at one of the most iconic haunted locations in the world, Edinburgh Vaults. We are standing at the entrance to the vault, so let's jump in. So we got SPI running.
Yeah. We've got stairs coming up as well. So this is the big vault. This shows you the size of the actual arches that run between these buildings.
How many people do you estimate died here?
When we're talking thousands, I mean the immigrants, I mean there's nowhere else for them to go. So, you know, they all came in, you know, these were innocent people. You know, they had to move to look for work to survive, really. And there's no written documentation. There's different things that are written about the conditions and the people of the time, but no official, you know, documentation. We're possibly into thousands. Possibly into thousands. It's just, yeah, there was just nowhere for them to go, and it was shelter. It was off the streets, you know, because we made it perfectly clear we didn't want them here. You know, there was obviously a difference in language as well, Gaelic, and you know, down here in Lowland Scotland, you know, we don't speak, you know, Gaelic,
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we had our own problems, especially the Cowgate area at the time. You know, it was a slum, and more people is not what we needed. So we made it perfectly clear we didn't want them here, which is awful, absolutely awful, because they were just innocent people. They just needed to survive. Temperature drops to 5 degrees as soon as you walk in here.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, you feel it. This is where most of the stuff happens. If anything's going to happen to you on the tour in here, with us interactions and stuff like that.
This is the original floor.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. The acoustics are better than the one next to it, to be fair. But this one is, you can feel the temperature drop yet again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in the hot summer, this one is
Humidity in here still too.
Cooler.
Basically, this is now the end of the bridge is here.
Okay.
This. What we have here is remains of the old city mortuary. Watch yourselves coming down here.
Say the mortuary?
The old city mortuary.
Oh shit.
Yeah, those we know
Go for a slide.
Yeah, the old city mortuary. That used to stand here long before the bridge. So what we're here, this is the old courtyard for the mortuary. This was in the open, original. So the big archway there, horse and carts would come through. The old city mortuary is still intact through that wall. It's now unfortunately owned by the person who bought the pub, the Royal Oak. Outside they tell you about the mortuary, but they don't let people in. It's got the white terracotta, the white wash roof with the terracotta tiles halfway up. It's got the embalming drain on the floor for the embalming.
We are about to be in the Edinburgh Vaults.
All by herself.
All by ourselves.
This is so great.
It's creepy.
Look at that. Look at that. If anything happens in here, I'm gonna shit my pants.
So I've researched a lot about the Edinburgh Vaults. There's entities that we know in some of the other parts of the vaults. This one, I'm not 100% sure of any particular name, so we're going to try and see if we can identify anything here, or if there is anything here. All the history that we're putting in this video will be filmed after we film inside the vaults, but this has been a very impromptu, last-minute opportunity that we had, so we're just going to jump right in. Okay, so if there's anyone here that can hear my voice, my name is Kalani.
And I'm Savannah.
You may not be able to understand me because there could be a language difference, but our intention to be here tonight is to try and speak with anyone or anything that could be here. So we've traveled a long way to speak with you, and I'm putting out little devices on the floor that the hope is you can interact with them. So there's a red can in the middle of the room that my voice is in right now, and I'm moving another device into the next room.
Also have batteries if you need them. There really is no light in here.
No, it could be
Pitch black.
or it could be daytime outside and you would have no idea.
No.
So that's still running. All right. So if there's anyone here with us right now, can you make an audible noise or give us?
What was that? I heard that.
No.
Thank you.
Did we just hear you?
Sounds like it came from that room. Where are those steps?
What is that? There's nobody there.
Did we just hear you? Oh shit. Hello? Hello? That has not gone off since we have bought it. That is a brand new unit.
Can you step in front of that again, please, that just made the music? Could you step in front of that one more time for us? That was crazy. What was
I
that?
just heard something right here.
Yeah. I heard that. What the hell is that?
It sounds like there's walking everywhere.
Where is that coming from?
Did you lose your life in this vault? I know it was very horrible conditions and you had nowhere else to go.
We're really sorry that you had to live somewhere like that.
But it seems like you're here and you're willing to speak with us, so would you be willing to answer a few questions with this blue device in my hand? Thank you.
No way, thank you.
Okay, I'll come into this room. Yes. All right, can you step away from that? There's nothing.
No, there's nothing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you use this device to say yes or no?
There's a blue device in his hand.
That's wild.
Can you use this blue device in his hand?
Yeah.
Left is yes,
Right is no.
right is no.
Maybe if I left it over here for you, you'd be more apt to use it?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Did you live in this vault at some point? Holy shit!
Shut up.
That just said yes.
What the heck?
That was
Instantly. What was that? It sounded like we're walking.
This place is wild.
What the heck? There's like noises from like all
Like I've
sides.
been to a lot of haunted places around the world, but from the moment we
This is
walked
the
in here,
coolest one,
this has
probably.
been one of the, like, we've done investigations this trip where we've had minimal,
Yeah.
but the moment we put out stuff. Okay, so I'm sorry you passed away here. Is there something that's still holding you here? Again, if you could use the same device that you answered already, for anyone wondering, the device uses algorithmic EMF. My phone's also on airplane mode,
And you
So-
have the
and there's no signal in here.
SPI app running.
We have SPI running. It hasn't picked up anything yet.
I heard that. We appreciate you communicating with us tonight.
There's a very grim history associated with this vault.
I'm sure it wasn't easy to live in the conditions that you had to live in.
Would you like to be moved on from this place? You can either use equipment, give us a sign. Do you want us to give you a little bit more space?
I heard that.
There were steps right behind
I
us.
heard that. And there's nobody there. Not a soul. Nobody. I definitely heard that.
Okay, so you don't want to be moved on from this place. Is there more than one person here or thing here?
What the hell was
Is that you?
No. That was not me. It was behind me. What the heck was that?
So there's only one of you in the room with us right now. There's a device I'm holding in my hand, and you might be able to give us your name through this.
If you're willing to give your name, we'd love to know what it is so we can address you properly.
I want to grab the K2 and see if we can pick up any EMF signatures.
Yeah. Look at that up there, you guys. What did he say that was called?
Stalactites.
Stalactites. Because of the limestone minerals that drip down.
Okay. Music box.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're back in the room. I'm holding a black device in my hand. Can you get that to red for me? Notice my phone
Not setting it off. Or barely setting it off.
has to be right next to it.
Yeah.
There's nothing that should be giving us a signature here.
No. And it's right by.
Can you touch my hand? Can you get that to orange? It'll just let me know that you can hear me and that you're here.
Is it orange or is it yellow?
It's yellow.
Try to get it to orange. There you go. One more.
Look at that holding right there.
That's crazy.
There's something in this room. I mean, there's literally something in this room.
What's crazy is that that's right where the music box is being set
Right
off.
above.
Which the music box is not set off by.
See, look.
The music box is not set off by
EMF,
EMF, so
Whatever it is, it's like
that makes me think something is right here.
right there.
What the heck?
Like, look, there's nothing here. Look up, there's nothing here.
What the hell was that? It sounded like something got thrown. Hello? This place feels very charged.
This is a weird environment.
Weird environment. What the heck was that?
Do you hear like a chime?
No, but I wasn't listening for it.
Okay, so I'm assuming you lost your life in or around here. Are you happy now that they allow people back in here to learn more about the history of this place? That's just holding steady.
Oh, it just went down.
Let's give it space again.
Yeah. Wow, this is so interesting. My mind can't wrap around the years of history here. You trying to see?
Yeah, I swear I saw something move. But with how bright the light is and then going back to pitch black, you can't really...
Tell for sure.
Did I just see him move? Okay, so I'm gonna assume that was you.
What the heck?
Can you manifest in front of this camera? Can you show us what you look like?
I'm gonna just point it where we've been interacting with you so far.
Yeah, okay.
Is there a way you could show yourself to us where we can see you?
That was my shoe.
Okay, almost just shit my pants.
What was that?
What, did you see something?
No, it was a loud step, but it was coming from...
We'd love to see you if you have a way to show yourself. Did you just hear like breathing?
You're on this plate, by the way.
Ooh, yikes.
Okay, STS still running, hasn't done anything yet. See, what I can say about this app is
Legit.
it does not
Spit
just
out.
spit out stuff.
It's not spitting out a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
If you want us to come back into that room, just let us know with the equipment.
We also have a device in here you can interact with if you want.
Okay, now we walk.
Okay, it is water over there. I see it on the floor. Yeah, like this scene right here is not creepy at all.
Nothing.
It's a yes in there.
What's that?
What the hell was that?
I mean, we're hearing noise from next door. And that sounded a lot closer.
So just in case they don't understand exactly where we are, explain what's next door.
So each of the vaults backed up to a business. Now there is a business now that is like a restaurant pub, which that's that noise you're hearing.
Anything from like this side, is that like ambient noise you're hearing? is probably that, but everything that way,
Just jump to yellow again. Do you want us to go back in here? Can you guide me in? What was that?
my foot on
Oh,
a
okay.
loose piece of floor.
It's back to yellow.
Oh, it said yes. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but the Epic said yes.
What's that smell?
Musty?
No.
Alcohol?
God, it smells like BO. It's not me, but right when we walked back in this room, it really smelled like it.
Maybe a type of mold?
I don't know.
Oh, it said yes.
I mean, if you stink, it's okay. I understand the conditions were not ideal. If you wanted us to come back in here, you got to be willing to tell us something, right? Can you give us a little bit more insight about where you're at? Can you see the space the same way that I do? I'm going to leave this right over here.
Okay. No, you can't. So, are you able to see us? If you're able to see us, select yes. If you're able to only hear us, select no. What was that like humming?
I don't know. Okay, are you back in the room with us here? Why does it sound like there's...
Someone walking in this room?
Yeah.
It does sound like it's in this room.
Let's grab the recorder really quick.
Okay.
Do an EVP. Do you have those batteries?
I do, in my pocket.
Okay, let's go in here, close this door, cut some of this noise.
Is it okay to close it?
Yeah, sure. And what's the worst that could happen? We get locked in?
Yeah, and then how do we get out? Surely somebody would come back to look for us.
Probably not.
You don't think so? No. Nobody would come look for us?
They don't think so either.
Yeah.
It's a lot quieter now.
It is a lot later.
Okay. That was that way.
Hello?
If you can hear my voice, can you come forward to this device in my hand and say hello?
No.
Were you one of the immigrants that was hiding out here? Do you have a message for us?
It keeps coming.
If you can hear my voice, can you come over to this device in my hand and say hello?
Hello?
Are you one of the immigrants that was hiding out here?
Wait,
Maybe the steps were here? The steps were here?
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, listen.
Yeah, you can hear them on there.
Do you have a message for us?
Wait,
Go back.
there was a voice.
I said, do you have a message for us?
Listen.
If you can hear my voice, can you come forward to this device in my hand and say hello? No, no, no. Are you one of the immigrants that was hiding out here?
Steps.
Yes. Do you have a message for us?
Right there.
There's something right there.
But I can't make it out.
I'm gonna have to run that through some audio analysis, I think.
But there definitely is a little something there.
There is a voice.
Just can't make it out.
So when I get home, I can run this through.
What the fucking hell was that? Oh, sorry, excuse my language. What was that? The door's open. No. No.
I'm not gonna say it's paranormal, but I did close the door.
You guys, there's no draft in here. There's no wind. There's not anything that would pull a door open.
Okay, it looks like
Oh.
it kind of opens. All right,
No.
well, that's been.
Debunked.
Yeah.
Dang.
I know I closed it though.
That would have been so cool. Some freaky stuff in here.
Okay, I'm gonna run this before we try to do the Estes session to see if it's possible to get signal down here.
I'm gonna say probably not, because my phone has SOS service.
Are you still here with us? Let us know if you're enjoying this ghost hunt so far. This one's been really exciting. Like, we've
Yeah.
actually had cool stuff happen.
In a really short period of time, too. Maybe it's because our energy's high, because we know that we don't have that long, you know what I mean? I don't know, or if it's just
But like, we've done a few investigations this trip where
not shit.
the equipment just hasn't even gone off. Which it's not all about the equipment, but it does make it a little bit more exciting when you ask for something. What the fuck was that?
What was that?
That was the music box.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Is there anything on SBI? Nothing. Alright. Is there anybody here that would like to communicate through this device? My name's Kalani. Can you tell me your name? Is the spirit that we've been talking to still here with us? Thank you. Can you try and speak with us through this speaker?
You would really.
No?
Oh no.
Would you rather use that device you just used? I haven't heard anything.
Not one thing.
But I wanted to test it, but I figured with how inside we are.
Inside you are. Oh, that's really what she said. That's really what she said. I walked
How
right.
deep and inside you are.
I meant like how deep and inside the walls you are.
That's not what you said.
Well, you knew.
Did you get what she meant?
I know where your head's at. Okay. That.
Well, apparently it's deep and inside. Yikes. You walked into that one too. Did you get what she was saying?
Did you understand?
Was this room filthy when you were here?
We heard that it was just really, really dirty. Not proper living conditions for a human.
What would you do if that candle went out?
It'd be pretty freaking cool.
Just. Can you make that candle go out?
Walk up to it and just
Blow it out.
make the flame go away.
I really want to do like an overnight here.
Yeah.
This was just kind of like a
Little taste.
toe in the water.
Toe in the water.
But we're going on a ghost tour tonight.
Yes, after this.
I will put the ghost tour company down below in the description. Huge thanks to them for letting us come in and investigate. Shit.
We really appreciate it.
We really do. And we're going to go on their ghost tour. Go.
Do you know who we're talking about? Do you know the people that bring everyone in and give tours?
So something to think about is like the tours keep this relevant, right?
Yeah.
So it's like people
Still
come in
talking
here,
about.
they bring their energy in here. Do you feed off of the people's energy that come in here?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Is that why you like people coming on tours? Because you feed off of their energy. Keeps you going.
That was crazy.
Is that what keeps you around, is being able to use other people's energy?
Is it yellow?
Higher I go, I don't know what that is.
Other than something just chilling in here, I guess.
Doesn't change. Would you like some of my energy, honey boo? I'm offering it up to you. All right, I need you to do something really cool for me just to confirm what you can or can't do. Can you make a loud knock?
What? What is the scratching? What is it? What is that? What is that? The scratching.
We just heard someone scratching.
Were you scratching on the walls or the door?
So that's going to wrap up the quick investigation that we did. We didn't even have time to film an outro because of how pushed for time that we were. But it was a really cool opportunity to investigate the vaults. And if you guys saw, there was quite a bit that happened. Now, obviously, we had some ambient noise. it could have contributed to some of it, but the scratching, the steps around us, the feeling in there, and the equipment going off in one of the vault chambers was really interesting. So let me know if you guys like this video, and if you made it to the very end, please make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. We are picking up our ghost content again, so if you guys like seeing this, you want more of this, let me know down below, because I want to give you guys what you want. So with that being said, I love you guys, I appreciate you guys. Kalani out.